more women than ever are choosing blue-collar jobs.
Well, a number of factors are driving the trend of more women in blue-collar jobs, including companies broadening their recruiting efforts in a tight labor market. There's also better jobs available to women now, better paying jobs, and also they're recognizing they won't be alone in those careers.
As of 2025, only 3.5% of electricians and 3.1% of plumbers and carpenters are women.
The number of women working as electricians in the U.S. has increased over the past 2 decades, and the number of women working as carpenters has increased by 17% over the same period.
These jobs seem more secure, as they require human skills that are difficult for AI to replace.
So the reason why I chose the engineering environment and construction in general, because that made me realize when I was choosing my career path, that's something that AI won't take over.
However, the demand for men in these positions has led women to also pursue these jobs.
You have major industry in this country which cannot find people.
For women especially, that creates opportunities for employment growth and rising salaries.
In addition, these jobs are experiencing wage growth. For example, a female plumber earns $60,000 per year.
Since 2019, average starting salaries for skilled workers has risen over 25%, from $18.70 an hour in 2019 to $23.43 an hour in 2025.
What once seemed like jobs only for men are now becoming attractive to women due to financial pressures and the rise of AI. So, why are women choosing blue-collar jobs? In recent years, the construction industry and technical trades have begun to face a growing problem that threatens their development. Many workers with years of experience are reaching retirement age, leaving vacancies that are not easily filled. It is estimated that more than 25% of the construction workforce will retire in the next decade, raising concerns about who will continue this work. At the same time, cities continue to grow and require more housing, roads, and basic services, increasing pressure on this sector. In addition, the advancement of artificial intelligence is changing the way people work in many areas.
Many companies are cutting costs by trimming middle management, and in certain industries, eliminating entry-level roles that can be replaced by AI.
Nearly 40% of office jobs could be replaced or modified by automated systems in the coming years. As a result, many people are looking for safer and more stable jobs. This has led technical trades to be seen as a reliable option because they depend more on human labor. However, the sector also faces significant obstacles. Low female participation and certain cultural barriers limit the number of people who can enter, worsening the labor shortage.
We have a disproportionate experience of harassment and discrimination against women on construction sites. Women often will end up on these sites as apprentices and not be given the opportunities to learn the kind of broad base of skills that their male counterparts are able to learn.
One of the most relevant aspects of technical jobs is that they are difficult to automate. Unlike office jobs, these roles require manual skills, the use of tools, and direct interaction with the physical environment. This makes it difficult to replace workers with machines. Currently, less than 10% of construction tasks can be fully automated. Each project has different conditions and presents problems that must be solved in real time, requiring constant adaptation. In fact, 2 out of every 6 activities require the direct presence of a person to be completed correctly. This demonstrates that human labor remains essential. Additionally, the sector performs more than 300 million tasks per year, reflecting its importance to the economy and daily life. The combination of technical skills and problem solving ensures that these jobs remain essential, even in an increasingly automated world.
Experts say it will be a while before robotics can do the intricate work involved in trades like plumbing.
Another important aspect is that technical jobs offer economic stability. The shortage of workers has led to rising wages in recent years, improving the living conditions of those in this sector. For example, this graph shows the increase in wages in one of the most in-demand manual jobs in the United States. As early as 2005, the average salary of an electrician was around $45,000 per year. Today, that value has grown significantly, nearly doubling. In some cases, incomes have grown 15% above inflation, improving purchasing power. This makes these jobs attractive for those seeking stability without spending many years studying. In addition, the training time is shorter than in other professions. This allows people to start working and earn money more quickly. In fact, 6 out of 10 workers achieve economic stability faster than in traditional careers. It is also important to consider that the economic activity generated by this sector exceeds $500 million, highlighting its importance in national growth. These types of jobs allow women to advance professionally through practical experience, offering long-term security.
For workers like Jerry Lee, who bypass traditional colleges, there are physically demanding yet stable and high-paying career options.
Despite these advantages, the sector faces a serious problem due to the lack of workers. Many employees are retiring, and there are not enough new workers to replace them. It is estimated that more than 500,000 new workers are needed each year to maintain the current pace of activity. This shows that the shortage is significant and cannot be ignored. However, many people still do not consider these jobs as a professional option, partly due to prejudices about manual labor. As a result, only 30% of vacancies are filled on time. This causes delays in important projects and increases construction costs. In fact, 4 out of 8 companies face project delays due to difficulties in finding qualified workers.
They are saying we cannot find the workers we need. And that in turn has effect on, of course, not only the quality of construction, but also how long does construction take.
Low female participation also limits the sector's growth. Although interest among women has increased, their presence remains low. Currently, less than 4% of the construction workforce is made up of women. Women often do not receive the same opportunities as men to participate in key technical tasks, which limits their professional development. It is estimated that more than 200,000 positions could be filled by women if better access and retention conditions existed. Additionally, 1 in 3 women consider the work environment a factor that makes it difficult to remain in the sector. This shows that it is not only about opening doors, but also about ensuring adequate conditions to stay and grow.
Get into the union and you can make 6 figures or better.
It completely changes a woman's life. We tell the women, not only are you going to make raises, you're going to know when those raises come. So you can anticipate when you're going to be making enough money to buy a home.
In response to this situation, technical training programs have become an effective solution. These programs allow people to learn while working, making it easier to enter the sector. On average, more than 70% of participants obtain certification in a short time. This helps them enter the labor market quickly and improve their skills. In addition, more than 300,000 people participate in these programs each year, demonstrating their growing importance. In comparison, 75% of graduates secure stable jobs shortly after completing their training. For example, this graph compares university graduates who find jobs versus graduates of skilled trade programs. In 2010, only 60% of university graduates found employment, while technical graduates reached close to 50%. This model efficiently combines practical experience and theoretical learning, better responding to current labor market needs and reducing dependence on long and costly education paths.
It's all the above, actually. What we need is young people coming out of high school going into technical jobs. Sometimes it's a 2-year degree. We need current workers to upgrade their skills.
The shortage of workers in the technical and construction sector not only affects the industry, but also the economy as a whole. It delays important projects and limits the development of infrastructure necessary for daily life. It also creates indirect effects on other sectors that depend on construction and technical services. On the other hand, increasing female participation could generate a significant economic impact. It is estimated that this could increase GDP by 10% due to higher purchasing power and greater workforce participation. Additionally, the economic impact of this inclusion could exceed $600 million in different scenarios. For this reason, 90% of economies that promote labor inclusion achieve better results in sustained growth. This demonstrates that addressing this issue can benefit everyone.
And so we really do need to be looking outside of our state's borders and outside of our nation's borders to help identify how we can recruit workers to fill the jobs that we have available.
The shortage of workers in the technical and construction sector is a growing problem that affects both the economy and societal development. Furthermore, including more women and providing specialized training can be a key strategy to overcome this crisis and strengthen long-term economic development.
At Economy Media, your opinion matters to us. Subscribe and let us know what you think in the comments below.